Welcome to Home Team Advantage with Mike Egan. I'm Gary Giambetti, and we're here to enlighten your day with a whole lot of sports knowledge.
Well, see you later.
yeah, we don't have any.
Brought to you by a quarter cup of Caribou coffee.
And it's
What is this today?
pumpkin white chocolate cooler.
Oh,
Tastes pretty good.
that goes off the shelf real fast.
Seeing as they got their pumpkin drinks back and their apple blast and all that stuff back, so.
And I have to. My granddaughter says I'm too fidgety up here.
Oh, that's what you said.
Yep. So I have to sit still.
Well, you got two fidgety guys sitting up here,
Yeah.
so that's going to be hard for 30 minutes. But
What do we want to start with? High school? Well,
let's
big
go.
Story, football.
Well, let's go. No, let's go with this weekend. Obviously, Labor Day weekend.
Oh yeah.
The
Labor Day.
city's going to be buzzing.
We got the Labor Day shootout and also the
95th annual Vern Frickland Northwest
Northwest
Invitational. So
95, wow.
yeah, 95. Men's club has celebrated their 100th. I think last year. Now this is in its 95th year, so
Okay.
obviously there's a little separation between there. But yeah, no, it's going to be one heck of a weekend. I mean, a lot of drivers, I'm sure, are coming up from all over the country to participate. You know, the invite season started, I believe, starts today in Proctor. So now it'll run all weekend.
weekend.
Rapids and
and then Hibbing.
Hibbing, and I don't know when Superior has theirs per se. I guess I wish I knew, but
And from what I was told, the Hibbing Raceway will run. The Hornets are running their preliminaries on Saturday, and then they'll run the feature on Sunday. Whereas all the other classes will run a complete show both Saturday and Sunday.
both days. So there, if you're looking for something to do, go out and watch these dedicated, individuals, men and women. I mean, they love that sport, and
A lot of money.
there is.
A lot of
You
money
go
there.
watch, go into the pits
Yeah.
and see.
Some of the rigs they bring those cars in, it's like a Taj Mahal on wheels.
Yeah, I mean, and then living arrangements. I mean, they have the big trailer homes, and boy, I'm just taken back every year I go out there and see all that stuff.
And I think we mentioned before the show now too. If you go out there, it looks like Trailer City. I mean, everybody's got their pull behinds and their trailers and taking up both parking lots, and so a lot of excitement, a lot of, and the weather's cooperating this year, which will be really nice. I think Saturday it's supposed to be nice and sunny and a little over 60 degrees, so I don't think you can ask for a better racing day. Might be a little cool on the golf course, but
Well, yeah, but the racing's at night, which makes it a little cooler. So golf, at least if the sun's out during the day, you're not as
Right.
cool. But I don't know. Probably shouldn't say this, but evidently, when those trailers show up, supposedly they run up power lines all the way down to the college and plug into their
oh,
electricity. So that's the story I heard last night, and it was like they need so they're having a college volleyball game on Friday night, so the
Okay.
janitors can be there, and if anybody plugs in there, they're gonna.
that's first I've heard that.
I know, isn't that something?
Usually it's Generator City that's going on out there. So
Yeah, but don't you have to plug those in?
generators?
Yeah,
no, they run on gas.
Oh, I guess they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little bit confused.
Yeah, well, put it this way, I wouldn't put it past them if they did it. so.
Yeah, no, that's one of the stories I heard. I heard that at the, I think the high school volleyball game on Tuesday night, and then I heard it last night at the college game that they seem to plug into their outlets, and so they're going to have janitors on the spot to make sure that doesn't happen.
Do we know how many golfers are participating in the Northwest?
I think there's almost 200.
Wow.
And he said he
Wow.
would have gone up. If there is 200, then he would need 8 more for another flight.
Okay.
So he would have gone up to 208. But that's a long weekend of golf.
Oof.
And if you have 208 golfers out there, that's,
How many flights is that? Do you know?
I think, I saw that on the board the other day when I was out there.
Not that I'm concerned.
It's
because
over 10.
We'd be in like the 12th flight.
Yeah,
you and
well,
I.
yeah, I know I wouldn't. So I think there's over 10, or that might be 13 flights with what he has now. So he could, and that's not count. That's just regular division
Yep.
flights. I mean, because now you're going to have senior flights and
Yep.
super senior flights and.
Clock shaking now. You got
I
me
gotta-
doing
yeah,
it
I gotta
too.
do it, yeah.
Looks like 2 Alzheimer units up there.
Yeah. But yeah, it's.
I'm sorry. I'm not making fun of
No,
you.
no, that's fine. I got to keep my hands away from my mouth and my face
Yeah.
too. So,
Yeah, especially in the wall. Especially, during the hour.
yeah.
I can't tell you that joke, can I?
No. Well, you can if you want, but we can't hold the HPAT
Responsible for the phone calls.
So, no, I mean it's just a long day,
Yep,
and if they get any weather, makes it longer.
right.
So hopefully it will stay nice out all weekend. And
Do you know if they have any big names or any defending champions coming back? Or
well, Ryan Peterson was the regular division winner last year. I've heard he has a commitment this weekend, so he will not be back.
Okay,
Plus, I tried to call him and have him do an interview with me, but he hasn't gotten back to me. Senior event, Paul Granning was the winner last year. He's coming back, so I talked to him. And then Marty Trenberth was the super senior
Yep.
winner, and of course he's back.
way to go, Marty.
Yeah, so we got one Hibby night in there anyway that
Well, you
won a
might be
title.
surprised. There's a lot of those young kids, the Toonies and that group, the young group of members out there might give it a good shot this year.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, I think Jeff, for one, he's come close, but he hasn't not done it yet.
Yep.
So maybe he's on the verge of winning
Yep.
his first one.
and hopefully the course is in good shape. It should be.
Well, the course is in fantastic shape, so the golfers will have no reason to complain about it, except when the greens are lightning fast and
Right.
and you can't, well, of course, good putters overcome that and
Right.
obviously shoot well, and guys like you and I that
We hope it hits the green
Yeah.
because it'll roll a long way.
we're not that caliber of golfer to be able to adjust to the fast or slow greens.
As much as I've played golf, I don't think I've ever hit a shot where it's stuck on
No,
the green.
Yeah,
You don't have to worry about me making any divots.
No.
So,
he does have a set of clubs out there I want to buy though, but
Oh.
I don't know.
do we have to call in, start a fund me page? Go
Yeah,
fund me.
go fund me and
Yeah.
help me buy a set of golf clubs
Yeah.
out at the
How
country
much
club.
are those?
They were I bet they're on sale, but they were like for $9.50.
Holy moly!
Yeah, a set of pings.
I just bought a set of clubs. I did. Goodwill.
Huh?
$42.
Well,
A full set.
hey,
Pro flight, top flight.
top flight.
Yeah.
There you go. That's all you need.
Yep.
Just a set
Way
of
I
clubs.
play.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they're top flight or pro flight.
Nope.
Congratulations to Chris Bouch. He won the municipal men's club title last Saturday.
Nice.
So that's we'll send out congratulations to him. Obviously, let's see. I'm trying to think. Oh, Ryan Rhiannon won the men's club title at the country club, I believe. It's like 3 weeks ago, so I'm having a hard
Wow.
time remembering.
Yeah. Well, I assume he's playing in the Northwest.
Oh yeah, he'll be
Arena.
playing in
Yep.
there. He has a title. He's won it. So I'm sure he'll be one of the guys. Now I mean there'll be a new champion
Yep.
because Peterson's not coming back.
I assume Mr. McHale will be there.
I would assume so.
Good.
Yes.
That should be good. Should be fun. Like I said, the weather will be good, and hopefully we'll have some good rounds of golf, some competitive golf.
Mhm. Yeah.
So you get any people to come out and watch?
Oh yeah, they do.
I mean, they don't-
Especially Monday when the championship match is going on.
They have.
I wanted, if I really wanted to say what I wanted to say, I probably wouldn't be allowed out there.
Well, say it here.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not getting myself in trouble.
What do you want? What was you going to say?
I'll tell you after. I'll tell you on air or off air.
So on Monday, did they have those people that hold up the quiet sign?
No, no, they don't. No, it never gets out of control or anything.
Nobody's out there with the horn.
No, no. That's what I'm afraid of with my cart because
Boom.
cuts out on me. When it cuts out, it beeps.
Oh,
So I can't really.
so you have to walk.
I might have to, or I'm going to have to stay at least 2 holes behind everyone, because I'm not being embarrassed like that. If somebody wants a golf cart, please.
Maybe they'll trade you for the golf clubs.
Well, maybe it'd be a fair trade.
Well, go in there and barter with Gary.
I say, here, you want this
I'm
cart?
glad you pay a Tuesday for a golf cart today.
Maybe I should do that. I say,
Yeah.
Gary, you want another golf cart? I'll trade it for these clubs.
There you go.
So,
All right. So, anyways, we got that, and with the shootout going on, the Labor Day shootout, it should be hopefully a lot of people in town doing things.
well, hopefully for your business and everybody
everybody's
else's
business,
business.
yeah.
I mean, it should be hopefully a profitable weekend. I obviously am not in tune to that, so I don't know. But
Yeah.
you'd think people need to go out and eat.
Well, they do, and you know, I personally, I just like to take an opportunity to thank everybody that came out last Friday and supported our little shindig that we had out on the street, and the entertainment was fantastic, and the people were well behaved, and everybody had a good time. So, and the weather cooperated, so
Well,
it
that's
was nice. So,
And then I'm gonna send a shout out too, because if you saw the paper this morning, the Labor Day shootout issue was in there, and I have to give a shout out to Lee Bloomquist for helping me out on some of those
Good.
stories, and he kind of was my mentor when I first started at the Tribune. So I'm very
is he that old?
yeah.
Wow!
I've been there 30-some years.
Holy moly!
You know, Lee obviously he left to go to Duluth News Tribune, and
Right.
then he got on at I think the IRRB doing press stuff for them, and now
Good.
he's back writing stories for the Mesabi Tribune, and yeah, he's a big help. So I am indebted to him for doing what he did.
So he wrote when it was the Hibbing Tribune.
Yes. I was actually there when it was the Hibbing Tribune. I was actually there when we had a printing press
Wow!
still in the back. So, yeah, it was a lot of changes.
33 years. Holy, you've seen a lot.
Seen a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Been through a lot of former employees.
You're the Klobuchar of northeastern Minnesota, huh?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it like Sid.
Yeah.
I don't
Or
know.
Sid
If
Hartman?
that's who you're talking about. Yeah, I don't think I'll make it like Sid did. But
Well, wasn't Klobuchar a writer for the Star Tribune? His daughter is a
yeah,
senator,
I
right?
think he did. I think he did write for the
Yeah.
Tribune, yeah.
Anyways, so we got that going on. It's going to be beautiful weather. They get an opportunity tonight, if you're seeing this Thursday. Hibbing High School football will be playing Duluth East, and that'll be played over at the Mountain Iron facility. Pretty soon they'll be at home, though. If you get a chance, go out and take a look at the field, because it is beautiful.
I wasn't
field.
quite sure what that anchor was going to look like.
Yeah, but it looks like an anchor,
it
doesn't it?
looks like an anchor,
Yeah.
and it's, you know, I was out there. I didn't get to see him put the anchor in, but I was out there when they were doing the end zones, and I also saw that they had the Doc Owens Stadium and
Yep.
Cheever Field stuff lettering done. It was unbelievable.
And this is, just so everybody knows, this isn't painted. This is actually sewn into the turf.
Yeah.
So, and they were putting all the little pellets down, and there was some conversation about that because, you know, years ago they found out that some of the pellets that were being used on the old turf field, you know, were cancer causing, and the stuff they got now is not. It's,
Mhm.
So, that pretty much she's done. She ready to go.
Yeah. No,
So-
they just have to get the track
Get
done.
the track started and get that done, and have it ready for next spring. So,
Yeah. You know, and I saw the softball field
yep,
in there, and the bases are sewn in and everything, and there's a half semicircle going around for the outside edge of the infield.
right. And then they got the soccer is all set in place. So, yeah, it's all we need now is just little feet to go out and use it. So,
But you know, now the main question is how they're going to do this year, and
Well-
I mean, he's obviously everybody's optimistic at this point of the season.
right. Well, I know they went over to Deer River last weekend for a scrimmage against Deer River and Chisholm and I think another team, and actually fared fairly well. And like we had mentioned in the last week's show, they got some big offensive linemen. Problem is, they need to have enough kids to go both ways, so they don't have to do that. And their first test will be tonight against the Duluth East. They've got the #1 running back in northern Minnesota they're going up against, and I think if they stop him, they'll stop Duluth. So we'll see.
Well, that's going to be the key. And obviously, East is a 5A school. We're a 3A school, so we're already undermanned at that point. But yeah, I hope, just so it's a close game.
Right.
I think that, obviously you'll love to win, but you got to play close games at some point.
I think Coach Howard's biggest thing is that the kids remain competitive and that they don't give up. And you give up because you get blown out 69-9. It's tough to regroup after that. But if you're competitive and lose by 1 or 2, you can play with them. So
Well, and then you can play with everybody else on your
Right.
schedule. So
play the football.
yeah.
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 You got to be careful what you say on the air these days.
All right. Yeah, I heard it when it came out of my mouth. But yeah, obviously after today, then you go back to Proctor, Pine City,
Right.
Mora, Esco, Two Harbors, Rapids. It'll probably obviously be a tough game. That might be when they're shooting to get on
The field. Yeah. I'm not sure. Is that homecoming? No.
I'm not sure if that's homecoming, but I think the Rapids game is in October, and I do believe that they would hope they could get on the field by then. But again, don't they? From what we've heard, they resin the track. They're supposed to start resining the track tomorrow, on Friday.
Correct.
Okay. Well, then it takes what,
25 days.
to sit.
Yep.
Then they have to do it again,
Right.
and then it takes another 20 or 25.
20, I think it is. But I thought they were trying to figure out if they could put some type of, plywood or something over it so that they could go out and actually use the football field. So.
Well, and you don't want to do anything to jeopardize the track. So if they don't put anything over it and they wait, that's fine.
Yep.
Because then you should be able to get I think, isn't their last, I'm not sure if their last game is a home game or not. I'm not positive.
Boy, I don't know. But I know all the games, as you mentioned earlier, are all scheduled from Route 9 only because they had to reserve the field, to play. So, but if they can get a couple games at home, boy, would that be? Because it's going to be, we got with the new lighting and everything out there, it's going to be pretty special for the kids. So,
And I know, talking to the boys' soccer coach, they want to play a playoff game there.
right.
And by that time, by the end of October, middle of October, they should be able, if they get a home playoff game, should be able to
Yep.
play it out there. So, yeah, let's just keep our fingers crossed that they had nice weather all week.
Yep.
And those guys who lay that turf, they're unbelievable.
And there's no fooling around with those guys.
No, they do a heck of a job.
Yep.
And a lot of credit goes to them for the hours and hours and hours they put in on your knees.
Yep.
You're not standing up and doing
Nope.
that job.
Nope.
You're on your knees and sewing and whatever. It'd have been fun to watch them put that anchor or those
Yep.
lettering in, because that was probably amazing.
So, anything else? Swimming?
Well, swimming they have a meet today down in Superior, their first dual meet of the season. He's deep. He's not deep, but he's got at least,
I like the pool.
yeah, it's not like the pool, yeah, but he's got at least 1 or 2 swimmers in each event that he can count on, and
Good.
after that, because four can advance to the section finals if they get there, but I don't know how the depth is going to be.
Well-known coach Renziano.
Well,
He'll have a few there.
yeah, somebody will step
Step
up
up.
and surprise.
Yep.
Volleyball, they lost to Deer River, and then they lost to Mesabi East the other night, 3-1. It's going to take. Coach Peterson has no height.
Yeah. They have their home opener tonight, isn't it?
Oh, they had it on Tuesday
Oh, they had it
against
Tuesday, I'm sorry.
Mesabi
Okay.
East, and I believe they play. Do they play tonight? I don't know. I guess I should know, but I don't.
Well, if our producer director extraordinaire over there would pull up the Facebook, and he can probably find their schedule for them.
I know.
He'll kill you, huh?
But yeah, I don't know.
So what else? Anything else going on in the world of sports at the high school?
Girls soccer won their first game of the year,
Good.
and but they lost to Cambridge Isani. I think 5-0 the other night. So I shouldn't be doing this, but I am. Sorry. I want to find out if they play tonight or not. So they're 1-1. Boys soccer, I think, is 0-2 because they lost to Superior.
Okay.
So I'll find it here in a second. But what else? Cross country. Girls did win the Rock Ridge Invite yesterday.
Nice.
So they're going to be a power in Section 7 AA this season. They have just about everybody back from last
Who are
year's
the
team.
coaches on the cross country?
Well, I know James Please is the head coach. Serena Sullivan helps him out. Dan Scally helps him out. And I know there's a Ryan Johnson, I believe.
Okay. I did. I was in the truck the other day coming down 7th Avenue, I think it was, and saw a bunch of the kids running, and it must have been Coach Sullivan. She's in the back. All I hear is, "We don't have too much further to go. Couple more miles." And I'm going, "Whoa!" So,
Yes, they do play tonight. They play Proctor at 7 o'clock, which
okay.
conflicts with the football game.
right.
So that's unfortunate that
Yep.
they won't have a bigger crowd over at the game, but that's the way it goes.
Good.
I'm trying to think if there's any tennis. They've lost only, I should say they won, but I know they've lost only 2 matches this year so far, so they're like 11-12 and 2 or something.
Nice.
And they were down in Duluth this morning, Thursday morning, playing White Bear Lake in Duluth
Wait a
East.
minute. Now you got me confused. You said they've only lost 2 matches, but then you went there 11-12-2.
Well, whatever. I don't know how many matches they played. So they're like 12-2 or 13-2 or something like that. But that's the question I asked them one time was how many matches can these girls play? I mean, they were like playing 3 matches. They had like 8 matches in 3 days. I mean, that's
Well, it's the
a
wear and tear.
lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot, but you got to take
But-
advantage of the weather.
Then again, you're not playing Serena Sullivan
No,
or what her name is.
No, you're not playing any of that caliber, but still, this is a good team. They could. I know he wants to make the section finals, but you'll have Rock Ridge to contend with, and Elk River will probably be the top team in the.
Okay.
I there I put my hand by my
Yep.
mouth again, so my mom will be mad at me, but
Gary.
I know I'm just a lost cause. I can't help it. But that pretty much sums all that up, I
Yeah.
believe.
Well, we better get into the pro side because we only got a few minutes left there. The Twins won 5 in a row. Now they lost. But they're actually playing pretty good. Pitching let them down again a little bit last night.
Last night because the pitching's been carrying them.
But the young kid came on the night before and throwing about 103, 102.
Oh, Duran?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But they got it tough. They got it, now they're going to go play Chicago, which Chicago's a little, I think they've lost 5 in a row now, and their coach is out for health reasons or something. So, if they could take a couple there, and, as we talked, it's going to come down to the end of the season when they play the Guardians and Kansas City and those teams that are in their division. So,
Well, the White Sox did win last night, so they snapped the 5-game skid.
oh,
so.
okay, sorry.
But still, I mean, they've lost 5 of their last 6 games.
yeah.
So now's the time to catch them.
What's his name hit his 51st home run last night?
I don't know.
For the Yankees?
Oh, Judge?
Yeah.
Oh, well. They have them coming up, 4-game series out in New York. You know what? Not many teams are beating New York this year. Now, I know they've gone into a little bit of a slump, New York, but go out to the Bronx and win 3 games, and you're going to have, I can't believe that Cleveland doesn't have some tough games coming up in the next month.
I'm sure they do. Yeah, but again, you got to win within your own division. So when those games come up, and they're what, a game and a half out now? So you never know. We'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Vikings done 0-3
Oh, are they playing?
in the postseason or preseason. Do we make anything out of
Yeah, a lot of their starters didn't play.
that? Well,
Whether that makes a difference or not.
yeah, that's the case.
They traded for a wide receiver yesterday.
Yeah, because obviously because BC Johnson went down with that knee injury.
Right.
So they probably needed an extra guy
Pair of hands.
to fill that. Yeah. So that's not surprising, but like you said, they should have traded for an offensive lineman.
If your quarterback don't have time to throw, you can have the best receivers in the world. You're not going to get the ball to them. So, boy, they look really bad though. I mean, I didn't watch the last game. I watched it when they played Vegas, and they're, like you said, either everybody else has a better backup player than what we have, because it just they don't look good.
Mm-hmm. And obviously they got rid of Kellen Mond. They didn't think he did enough to keep a job, and then they did not. Did I see tender Sean Mannion a contract again? So
Practice squad.
no, as far as I know, he's released.
Well,
But I don't quote me on that because I don't.
the new guy that they brought in from Vegas hasn't even played.
No, but I think he's more of a proven commodity
Okay.
than maybe Mannion and Mond. But that sounds really weird. Mannion and Mond
Mannion
sounds
and
like
Mond.
a law firm.
Yeah. You cheat him and how?
Dewey.
Dewey.
Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. They got Green Bay, which is their biggest rivalry, coming up, the first game of the year, and Aaron Rodgers and all that. But they haven't really shown anything. I mean, you're going to put your starters in there who haven't played any preseason games, and now you expect them to produce. I mean, I don't know. I'm not building them up, that's for sure.
No, not yet. And people who are drinking the Kool-Aid right now should just settle down and
Yeah.
make some green Kool-Aid or orange Kool-Aid or something. Quit drinking the purple Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Wait and see. Because like you said, they could be so rusty in that first game, you might not,
Yep.
see anything
Well,
even from that offense.
You don't get the same experience and practice as you do in game situations, especially when you got 60,000 people yelling. And I'm sure our friend over at Super One is going to be sitting and watching that game, intently.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, man, yeah. Good old Kerry.
but yeah, it should be interesting to see what they do. And like I said, I'm not gonna. If they go 8-8, I think that'd be a good year for them. So we'll see.
No, we'll see what happens. Hey, well, we've come to the end of another
Yep.
show. For Mike Egan, I'm Gary Gimbetti. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again next week.
Hibbing Public Access Television would like to thank U.S. Bank for providing us with studio space.